What's going on, Copa fam? We happen to be in the actual clubhouse itself, sitting down where we just watched England defeat Tunisia. But before we get onto that, I want to let you lot know, man is happy. Are you happy?
I'm bloody happy.
Do you know why? I celebrated 3 goals today in that game.
Oh yeah, because you got Tunisia ties as well.
Come on,
I don't.
ties.
I'm pure English. I'm English through.
Now remember one thing. I can't lie to you. I love you, Copa fam. But you see the way you watch coverage here. Don't go to ITV and expect the same thing. Yes, they got Slavan Bilic, the legend, but apart from that, who else they got? BBC, they're not going to give you what we're giving you. So if you want to watch man them chilling out and speaking about football in this particular way, this is the only place for you to watch it. I like Timbsy.
Yeah, it's so sick.
At the end of the day now, I've got the power of Specs in me, and Specs would say it best.
There's no rules.
Tunisia lost 2-1 to England today. Let's go straight into a comment. Ellie says, no team have impressed me so far, but I'm starting to believe that England might actually do something special at this World Cup. Maybe.
That's a very important word. Maybe.
You reckon?
So I agree. And England, similar to France, I think didn't play amazingly well. They played well enough, conceded an equaliser, and then got that goal, got that winner. And you just have to win your first game. As we said before, you just have to win it. And we did, and I was buzzing. Check the scenes out.
Vegas going all the way!
Man like Mama, I'll shout you out, obviously doing your thing. I have a different perspective on this England game. Because in the first half, England should have been 5-0 up.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So if England should have been 5-0 up, that means they played extremely well.
Yeah.
They just weren't clinical. But the most important thing is you win.
As you said, that first half, we could have been 3-4-0 up.
Sterling,
in the first 15, 20 minutes.
Lingard.
Those chances, we should have taken them, but you can sort of forgive them. It's like, look, first game of the first match of the World Cup. Just need to get the win. Hopefully, that ruthlessness, that finishing will come with more game time, with a bit more time together to gel. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, shout out to you. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, when he came on, looking all fresh.
Let me tell you something. You see my Twitter timeline? The gal on my timeline went Harambe.
Yeah.
Spinning the U as a gorilla. They were going crazy.
Yeah.
They wanted answers. They wanted to know why he's only coming on now. It's like, oh, he's too good looking. I'm on it.
I mean,
England, Harry
he did
Kane,
play well.
He's world class.
He is world class. That's the sort of striker we've been crying out for years.
The last man was Alan Shearer.
Yeah. So
or Michael Owen.
We got to be happy with what we've got, you know. 2-1
I'll throw
win.
it out there actually. Harry Kane, for me, is better than Shearer and Michael Owen.
Wow. Wow.
I'm being serious.
Copper fam, what do you think? Is Harry Kane better than Shearer and Michael Owen? That is a big shout.
Harry Kane can play number 10 role,
yeah,
and he can play number 9 role.
Yeah,
now, by doing that, that makes you almost a complete forward. That means that even if you have to get a goal yourself, so you have to carry the ball and get the goal yourself, you'll do that. Incredible.
He is.
Congratulations to England. I see a lot of people getting on them at Twitter saying it's only Tunisia. At the end of the day, it's a win.
And the one thing you can always rely on when England win is scenes.
And the scenes, let's go back to them.
Great winner, and this song has just become a fucking phenomenon. 1, 2, 3, oh! England versus Russia, oh! Drinking all your vodka, oh! Seeing England disconnected to its fans. Yes, sir!
There's no rules. We went back to it's. Yo, Specs, I'm getting you on the show. I'm gonna fly you out, somehow get you a visa. I want you to be here so you can explain why there's no rules.
Would you start the same team in the next game?
For me, if England were more clinical, that game finishes about 4-5-0.
Yeah.
There's no argument that we start the same team.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree.
As we move on to the other game in the group, which happened to be Belgium versus Panama.
Panama were decent. They had spells where they were like, you know what, you're okay. And to be fair, you know what I liked is how much it meant to their fans.
Oh.
So any little thing, apparently they were celebrating if they get a throw in, if they get a corner, if they get into the opposition half, because they're just like, look, I think Eddie was saying this is their first World Cup ever. This World Cup means so much to them, so that anytime they do anything, they just love it.
So,
Straight teeth will
Panama,
change your life. So
losing 3-0.
Mertens, Lukaku double as well. They were good goals actually. Mertens' goal.
Oh my God.
Ah,
Mertens' goal is up there, some of the best goals of the tournament.
yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne's pass
For Lukaku's
to
header.
Lukaku. I take a look at that pass from Kevin De Bruyne. I take a look at Eden Hazard running through, slipping Lukaku through, him dinking it over the keeper. And I'm just like, they're only going to get better.
Their opening game has been the most impressive of all the big nations that you'd expect to play well. I think they've performed the best. Lukaku looked impressive. Panama, I just love that they're there. I love that they're there and their fans love that they're there.
Love it.
It's a win.
And Belgian fans, do you reckon that you could potentially go on to win the tournament? Your team looks very good from back to front, world-class keeper, very good striker. England fans, do you feel that with a win like that, doesn't matter how convincing it was or it wasn't, is that enough for us to go forward and potentially win the World Cup?
I think that
Leave a
means-
comment, let us know as we now move on to the Dons. My Dons finesse it in Sweden!
Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. Down in the DMs. My Dons finesse it in Sweden.
Now, there was a couple of opportunities for Sweden to actually take the lead within the first half.
Yeah.
VAR struck again in this game.
VR is going to be a topic of conversation just because it's a part of the game now. So this is the thing, correct decision. VAR, well done.
I hate VAR
Hey,
completely.
VAR just gave your team a win, so
I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, so as we move on from Sweden, anyway, before we do move on, please let us know what your thoughts are on VAR. Do you like it like Timbsy, or do you feel like it's a waste of time like myself? Leave a comment and let us know. And Swedish fans, how far can you get in this competition as we go to talk on
the other game in Group F.
Woo, Germany versus Mexico.
Scenes.
Before we do go into great depth about the game, we did meet up with the Dutch legend that is Ruud Gullit. He did say a couple of things about the game, so we had to say. What's going on, Copper fam? We are sitting down in a wonderful hotel, courtesy of Adidas, God bless you all. And to my right is just a legend, absolute legend. Doesn't even need an introduction, we're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
It is Ruud Gullit.
How you doing?
How you doing? Oh,
Sorry,
busy with
I'm
the
sorry.
camera, you know.
I know, it's just, he's real. My G. Just in case anyone says, that's not the real football, it is, bro. Just that, you know, look at this. Used. It was used by Mesut Ozil. Mexico versus Germany. Great game. This is the official ball that Özil touched.
Yes.
We're both Arsenal fans, so Ozil means a lot to us.
Oh.
What did you think of the game yesterday?
I think it was fantastic. For instance, with the Germans, you could see it's also with the Argentinians a little bit. Because these players have already a tough season. They are squeezed already. Yeah. Then they come in this tournament and all of a sudden they have to perform again. That's the difficult part. And you could see yesterday that Mexico could go almost to the end. Of course they were tired, but they really, you know, hustled them. They really went tough on them. Yeah. And that's what I like. But we see it already with others. We see it with Iceland as well. Huh?
Yes.
Same thing. Yeah. It makes it difficult. That we see it with Switzerland. Then you're going to see a lot of this football. But Mexico, of course, they always have flair. They have good footballers as well.
Yeah, great, technically.
But Germany was surprised.
I've seen numerous videos of Hernandez just crying, singing his national anthem. Doesn't that play a massive part?
It's a South American passion. It's just because they're South American.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with somebody does it more than another. Yeah. It comes vital, these moments, on the moment you lose or you win.
You say it when you lose. I hear you.
But the Germans, they love to play for their country, and they always showed it. How many times they won the World Cup?
Absolute
Good luck
pleasure,
with your
man.
things.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Can you just point at the camera and say, "Have a nice"?
Have a nice.
That's genius. Ruud Gullit chatted his wisdom, talked about the game. Suddenly, Pert's got a ball in his hands and he's changed his top.
Yeah, why not?
Genius.
I told you.
Anyway.
I live for Specs. Specs is my idol. Make sure you, DJ Specs Gonzalez, he told everyone.
There's no rules.
There are no rules. And Keenan Duke says Mexico was convincing over Germany. I agree. Germany, they've got to do well. Like, looking like a good team. Mexico, they always do all right at World Cups, but it's like, then they're not going to beat them on the opening game. Germany, they're too solid. They'll be fine. No one was expecting that. Yeah.
And it was only 1-0. But if we're being totally honest, Timbsy, it could have been more.
Yeah, no, it could have. It could have. They lacked a bit of cutting edge that you usually associate with Germany. You know, very functional. just get the goals, get the job done, and that's it. Move on to the next game. There wasn't much of that, so it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back. But credit to Mexico, and their fans went wild.
What?
Yeah,
Jumanji,
they went. Well, yeah, they just went mad. Check this out.
This is mad now. The one thing the Swedes are decent at, which they demonstrated against Italy in the playoffs, is they're not too bad at defending. If Germany get a point from that game, just a 1-1 point, Mexico beat South Korea.
Yeah.
And then Sweden go into their last game against Mexico, knowing all they need is a point to qualify. We're potentially looking at the world champions going out at the group stage. That's an L, fam.
I hope not, because actually, saying that, I wouldn't mind Ozil having a nice little long break.
That's why you're my brother.
A little long break. I know that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. So, anything for Ozil. Mesut Ozil FC. It was a really good game, and that's sort of like what it means to the Mexican fans, and those upsets, and good quality football at the same time. That's exactly what you want to see at a World Cup.
100%.
I love it. Anyway.
German fans, Swedish fans, Mexican fans, everyone associated with this group, can you please leave comments and let us know about how you feel your team will do within this tournament?
Come on, the Swedes.
Swedish fans,
Screw
obviously, Vibbar, you done know. Can we, I say we because I support their teams, can we progress out of this group, or are the Germans going to show their class in the remaining 2 games?
Next game.
Oh my
Brazil,
Lord.
Switzerland. This is great. Anyway, sorry. Gabsia Gang says, Brazil low-key overrated because defensively they slack.
That is, to me, an L of a comment.
That's a great comment, isn't it? That's to the point, punchy, and...
I don't agree.
I don't know. I just like the comment because it said they slack.
Yeah.
But no, I agree, as in... Brazil,
they scored a corner from ahead. Like, they're a big side.
Into their strengths,
that.
Yeah.
But when it came to just kicking ball, we saw what Birame was doing to
Neymar.
To Neymar. He just was man marking Neymar.
Brazil for the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes were just unbelievable. So good. Everyone on the ball. Everyone just having their little touches. Neymar playing well as well. But then after that, I just think they sort of went off the boil. Like Coutinho's goal was unbelievable. So good. Unreal. It was a joke. That's just what he does all the time.
I think I'm going to give some bit of credit to the Swiss. I think the Swiss defensively, after that goal, they switched on.
Yeah.
And they were very stubborn. They played to their strengths. They tried to find space and get corners and free kicks and so on and so forth. Because I think they recognised that if they were going to get a goal, it'd be most likely in a situation of a dead ball position. So credit to the Swiss, man, playing to their strengths. I think man like B over Neymar, he had an outstanding game.
Barami was
incredible,
solid as fuck.
Neymar was very frustrated, didn't get to do much, and if you take a look at Neymar when B comes off, Neymar was alive again. Free kicks, opportunities were being created, so I think well done Switzerland playing to their strengths.
Copper fam, what do you think about the Brazil game? Did Switzerland execute their game plan perfectly? And should we expect more from Brazil going forward?
Anyway, let's move on to Costa Rica versus Serbia.
Vuj and Ellie look like they're having such a sick time. Ellie's come back with no voice, because I'm guessing he's just been shouting, "This is the greatest game on earth," the whole day. Copper fam, you've never seen anything like this. Serbia-Brazil, by the way. Oh, that's going to be a fucking unbelievable game. Vuj is going to be so gassed. We need to watch it with him. And Omar O says, Kolarov has the most underrated left foot in the world. As Vuj says,
he's just a left foot.
He's just a left foot.
He doesn't do anything else with his, like, he's just a left foot.
Yeah.
He's just, like, his left foot can do everything. He can play FIFA with it, he can...
He's one big left foot. He can make love with it, he can cook with it. Actually, I think Serbia showed their stuff. Like, they've got some... This is the thing, you don't realise as well. So you think Serbia, they're just going to do their thing and go out. They've got a really talented side.
Ooh.
Serbia have got some decent players. Like, Vuj will tell you as well, Milinkovic-Savic, love him.
Decent player.
Yeah.
The overhead kick he dropped, was a mad thing.
If that went in.
If he goes Man United, I'm quitting COPA90. It's not fair.
Oh. If he joined us, I'd love that.
That's a W.
Yeah. But Serbia now, they're like just in a good spot now to progress. Copa fam, what do you think? Serbia, are they now the hot favourites to go through from Group E? I hope they do go through because obviously you lot and we want to have even more scenes with Vuj and Ellie on the road because I love that shit.
It's a mad thing. Leave a comment, let us know as we now move on to the social media part, the 2-2s.
So Casual Mind says, a group of Mexican fans came to Russia with a cardboard photo of their friend whose wife didn't let him go. Also, the best thing about it, zoom in on his face.
He's so upset, fam. They've taken him to the toilet. They've taken him to the fan park. They've got him up and he's like, alright, listen, Mexico, thank you. Lisa, Barca Lisa, Swedish flag, shout her out, Vibbar all day, cuz.
Yeah.
She got 3 results right.
From today.
She tweeted it how many hours ago?
16 hours ago.
16 hours from when I filmed it.
So this is going to be...
watch this in 2 weeks and say, yeah, it's a lie. Sweden
1-0 against South Korea, Belgium 3-0 against Panama, and Tunisia 1, England 2. That's impressive. That's a bit spooky though.
We got to the end of the show though. I really enjoyed doing the show with you.
Yeah, no, it was fun, man. Shout out to the Mexican fans, they are amazing. They've turned up, they've created jokes with their guy who couldn't go because of his wife. Poor man. But in general, that's what I love about the World Cup. And that is what this show is all about. We've got all the scenes, we've got our take on it. Might be right, might be wrong sometimes, but it's backed up with fan scenes, limbs, just jokes, shit, and we've got it all on here every few days. Tune in all the time.
Tomorrow for us, and today I imagine for you lot, there are 3 more games happening in the World Cup. The host nation, Russia entertain Egypt at 9 p.m, but before that, there will be a game of Colombia v Japan and Poland, Senegal, so make sure you watch those games and all the games in the World Cup. Let us know everything that's happening. Like Timbsy said, we want all types of fan story. This show is for the people.
Genuinely, think about it now, I met Ruud Gullit.
Ruud Gullit's a legend, fam.
That's a bit nuts. Because he's unbelievable.
Forget Ruud Gullit. You're sitting next to me, fam. Bye all of that. Bye everyone, take care.